Our next story is about Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister of Pakistan. He recently made a statement seeking better ties with India, but immediately backtracked. And the question is why? And the answer is Pakistan's deep state. I'll tell you how in just a bit. First, let's look at what Shehbaz Sharif said. On Tuesday, he gave an interview to Al Arabiya. This is a Dubai-based news channel. It asked Shehbaz Sharif about ties with India, and his response was both rare and intriguing. He said that India and Pakistan have fought 3 wars, and Pakistan had learnt its lessons from those wars. And that's not all. He also asked the Indian Prime Minister to hold serious talks to resolve the issue of Kashmir. Let me quote now. My message to the Indian leadership and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is that let us sit down on the table and have serious and sincere talks to resolve our burning issues like Kashmir. I'm quoting further. We have had 3 wars with India and it only brought more misery, poverty and unemployment to the people. We have learnt our lesson and we want to live in peace provided we are able to resolve our genuine problems. We want to alleviate poverty, achieve prosperity and provide education and health facilities and employment to our people and not waste our resources on bombs and ammunition. That is the message I want to give to Prime Minister Modi. Unquote. I repeat, we have learnt our lesson. We want to live in peace with India. We don't want to waste our resources on bombs. Now, we don't know what made Shehbaz Sharif say this. We don't know his motivations behind this. But what we can tell you is that his remarks have irked Pakistan's deep state. You know, the military, the security agencies, and the hardline clerics. They seem to be upset with Shehbaz Sharif for saying what he did. And I don't say this without reason. Have a look at what his office did immediately after this interview aired. It issued a statement, more like a clarification, withdrawing his peace offer and putting conditions for talks. Here's what it reads, let me quote. In reference to Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's interview to Al Arabiya channel, the spokesman of the Prime Minister's office has said that the Prime Minister had consistently maintained that Pakistan and India must resolve their bilateral issues, especially the issue of Jammu and Kashmir, through dialogue and peaceful means. The statement then goes on to spew venom against India over Article 370, and we have decided to not give them a platform. Now, here's the thing. India never asked for this clarification. India never even asked for a peace offer from Shehbaz Sharif, and it definitely did not ask for talks on Kashmir. The Pakistani Prime Minister himself decided to speak about it only to get slapped on the knuckle. You see, the Prime Minister's office in Pakistan may look independent, but it is in fact controlled by the deep state. What is that? The dictionaries describe the deep state as a group of people comprising typically of members of security agencies and military wings. They indulge in secret manipulation or control of government policy through their unauthorized networks. In Pakistan, the deep state has existed since the country's birth. It has been in the driving seat with civilian leaders at the back. And this is why military leaders like Ayub Khan, Zia-ul Haq and Parvez Musharraf could uproot the civil political structure there and rule Pakistan under the martial law. In fact, last year, Pakistan's former Prime Minister, the one and only Imran Khan, tried to expose the deep state. He said that it controlled everything in the country, from foreign affairs to domestic policies to elections. Shehbaz Sharif seems to be caught in the same trap. He said something and by all means, he was immediately threatened, and this made him withdraw his remarks. And this only tells you how he has little room to maneuver, how he cannot take decisions independently, how he cannot push for change without the approval of the cantonments of Rawalpindi and Quetta. So let me say this. The Pakistani Prime Minister's peace offer may have stemmed from his personal aspirations. He may be in favor of pursuing better ties with India, but his hands are tied. And he is just what his predecessors were, a puppet Prime Minister. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.